everybody, welcome back to Talk With Nia. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's get right into it. So let's start off with Lil Mo because she had a lot to say about Big Latto and Nicki Minaj. Now we all know Latto and Nicki Minaj got into a little argument over Twitter last year. Lil Mo basically discussed how Nicki Minaj pays homage to the female rappers before her, but these new rappers don't really have the same kind of energy or respect for rappers who've been in the game for 10 plus years like Nicki Minaj. Let me play you what she said.
Lil Mo exposes Big Latto.
Honest, you can't compare a Latto to a Nicki because Nicki been in the game. Right. Like, you feel me? So when she say all these bitches is my sons, people are like, oh, she throwing shots. It's like, no, because before her, she bows at Lauryn Hill. She bows at the people. These people be like, oh, I got a #1 hit. And I'm not talking about nobody in general because they always getting their feelings because of me. Right. But a lot of people be coming out talking heavy. I'm like, if you ain't been in this game for at least 10 years, 5 years don't count. If you ain't been in this game for at least 10 years and been through a scandal, a damn death threat, and almost near death experience, you can't say that one hit or how... No, you gotta have a discard.
So, what do you guys think about that whole situation? Now, I also wanted to take some time to talk about R. Kelly. R. Kelly is still talking from jail, all right? He says that Lifetime ruined his life and that before the Lifetime shows of the women speaking out about him, I think that was like, they had a lot of series in that whole R. Kelly. Boy, oh boy, that was a time to be watching TV when Lifetime dropped those shows on R. Kelly and all those women speaking out about him. So he basically said before that his life was great, there was no charges and all that. Let me play you what he had to say.
Lifetime, as far as Lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forth for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that. Quick on Lifetime, as far as Lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forth for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities.
Now, R. Kelly, I don't know what to tell you, my boy. All these girls came out about you and, you finally got charged for it. So you just got to do the time if you did the crime, okay? Now, let's talk about Coco Jones, all right? She did a spread for Essence magazine about how R&B is not dead. She looks gorgeous, and thanks to y'all for suggesting that I listen to her latest project. She has some good songs, so if you haven't checked her out yet, definitely go listen to Coco Jones. Now, I also want to talk about Reginae Carter, all right? She is tired of people comparing new rappers to her dad, Lil Wayne. She says, keep my father's name out your mouth. Nah, for real, y'all need to stop comparing my dad to the new kids on the block. Everybody is super talented and dope. Let them have their run and time will tell. But leave that Marathon Wayne out of it. All right, she's tired of people comparing newer rappers to her father. Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Now, remember how we talked about Caresha Please, her latest episode with G Herbo, and how he admitted to cheating on Ari with Taina? So Ari Fletcher responds to G Herbo going on Caresha Please and admitting that whole situation with the cheating. Now, listen to what she had to say.
You cheat on Ari with Taina?
Yeah.
Why?
Technically, yeah. Why?
Yeah.
I was young. I was dumb. I ain't know no better, man. I was just doing. I was just, you feel me, like just cheating.
When Herb admitted to lying about the things that he did and people like villainized you, do you feel like you were vindicated, and how did that make you feel?
Do I feel like he what?
Do it feel like you were it vindicated you, like that you were actually telling the truth the whole time, like you weren't lying?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of always wanted him to just be upfront and honest, because I always felt like it was just me fighting against all these people and trying to like tell my truth. But you just said this ain't crazy. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? You could have just did that all along. But I feel like, you know, people gonna do what they do. I don't really. It's like now at this point, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? It's like back then, I would have loved that. Like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, take this weight up off my shoulder. Let these people know I'm not just out here tripping. But now it's kind of just like, you bad relationships old. I don't.
Now, I definitely understand where she's coming from, how this is a while back. It's a little different as far as how she feels about it because it's kind of old. But it's just interesting how he finally admitted it now. So what do y'all think about that? All right, now Gervonta Davis had a fight. He did win the fight, and Meek Mill went to the fight. Okay, and he got into an argument at this fight, and we all see in the video clip that Wallow had to try and break it up. It looks like Meek Mill actually had to leave the fight. Somebody got a different view of it, so let me show y'all the clip.
I want everybody to take a good look at the crowd. You see how they just stood up? Meek Mills and somebody done got into a scuffle out there in the crowd.
Meek Mill got into an argument with another fighter. Meek Mill just should have sat back and enjoyed the fight. I don't understand why people have to argue and ruin moments, okay? Just enjoy the fight. All right, now I wanted to say congratulations, because the congratulations is in order for Chad Johnson and Sherelle. Now, the two are engaged. Now, we recently spoke about Sherelle and her show on Netflix called Selling Tampa. I did a video on Selling Tampa not being renewed for a season 2, and how the cast members of that show felt like, you know, it was because they didn't bring your typical drama, love and hip hop kind of vibes. And this is a reality TV show, but they're all real estate agents, and Sherelle is the broker of her real estate company. So I recently spoke about them. Definitely check out that video if you watched their show on Netflix. If you haven't watched the show, definitely check out season 1. I think they should have been renewed for season 2, but that's another conversation. But her and Chad, you know, they had shared on season 1 of that show called Selling Tampa that they were dating, and then they shared that she had got pregnant by him, and now they're engaged. So congratulations to these two. Now let's talk about Cardi B, okay? Cardi B was talked about on Twitter and accused of using bots to surpass Nicki Minaj's follower count on Twitter. It was also talked about on Twitter that she now has a blue check by subscription status, and her legacy badge was revoked due to allegedly using these bots, and now she has to have the subscription blue check. So Cardi B did not like this at all and tweeted, "It's weird because they bully and pick on me on their page. It's just so weird and I don't bother them." So I don't know what the heck went on this weekend with this, but I said, what is going on? Did y'all hear about this or not? All right, let's move on to Tory Lanez, because Tory Lanez is making some moves while in jail right now. So he's switching up his lawyer team. He fired his lawyer and now hired Suge Knight's former lawyer called David Kenner. Now, we all know that Tory Lanez still has to be sentenced. That's coming up soon. But I definitely will keep you guys posted on any updates regarding that case, because it's still getting kind of interesting. Now, speaking of the Megan case and Tory Lanez, Soulja Boy decided to hop in the chat, and he had a lot to say about Tory Lanez and the Megan Thee Stallion shooting. Let me play you what he had to say.
Y'all watch this, shoot this, and everybody said, he ain't do it. He ain't do it. Man, y'all lame, man. Nigga. Y'all the same niggas that see shit. Y'all the same niggas that don't stand on shit. The rap community has fallen us. These niggas, man. These niggas out here shooting, man. These niggas out here shooting, man. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You wanna shoot in the feet, nigga? You was a pussy, nigga. Lame ass, nigga. And when you get home from jail, nigga, you know where I'm at, nigga. You got a problem, nigga, I'll beat your ass, nigga.
Now, some people did have a little thing to say in the comments in regards to Soulja Boy, because some people were pointing out that, you know, him and Nia, who's somebody he used to be with, they had some domestic issues too. Okay, so people really didn't like the messenger in regards to this whole situation. All right. Now let's wrap this up with SZA and Rihanna. So Rihanna shows off some of her Super Bowl merch. It was like a hoodie with the picture of her holding the football and everything like that. So who is excited to see Rihanna at the Super Bowl? And SZA also posts on her Instagram showing that her album SOS is #1 on the Billboard 200 for the 4th week in a row. So congratulations to SZA. All right. And that is all I have for today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.